and Mouse Media Game Capture Studio for Elgato.
Sound is survival. JBL. De ultieme gaming headsets.
Red Bull geeft je vleugels.
On the surface, it may not look like much, but look a little deeper and you might see the truth. To get a clear picture, we must. All plastic box looks
And Mouse
unassuming.
Media
It lacks
Game
the
Capture
flash
Studio
and
for
flare
Elgato.
and the mirrored shine and the RGB clad top of the.
If it's not cooperating, it may today. Ports must play consoles and definitely know
Sound is survival. JBL.
1, and there aren't any
Gaming
HDMI
headsets.
capture cards available. If you play at 4K 60 on PC, this will work for you as well. Both NV12 and YUI2 uncompressed modes are available over USB 3. This is great. That means you get a low latency capture to sync up with your audio more easily and no blocking or artifacting baked into your video feed before you even compress it to stream or record. Something that's a big issue with most of the budget capture cards we have looked at. Super simple and basic, but that's just fine. What about
I made a post saying that if anybody could guess what the next video was on, they were basically a certified gamer. Hong Kong cat. I'm talking thousands or do some kind of this is all having comic book the metal. This is off of my PC, let's be real. So first off, I have an HD PVR2 to compare this thing to. First impressions, this thing is small. This thing is significantly smaller than my HD PVR2. We like simple because most of the time things aren't simple. Sometimes PS4 through a card, you would know that every time you plug an audio device into your headphone jack on your controller, it cuts the audio to the capture device, so it's like if you want to use headphones, seems to be pretty decent. Bonus, there's also a headphone jack and a microphone jack included, which can be a big deal. If you've ever tried to capture gameplay on PS4 through a card, you would know that every time you plug an audio device into your headphone jack on your controller, it cuts the audio to the capture device, so it's like if you want to use headphones, better hope you have a headphone jack on your TV or your monitor, or you're not getting gameplay audio if you're capturing with headphones on through your controller. Also, the setup on this thing is super simple. You just plug it in, it automatically installs the drivers, and you load up OBS, which if you're already capturing gameplay with it or you're streaming, you're probably already using this anyways. I personally wasn't, so I had to download OBS and set this up for the first time. Only took me a few minutes. And again, setup was super simple and it didn't take any time at all to get that gameplay showing up on my monitor screen. Also, there's one more big bonus to this capture card that I'm going to mention in a minute, but I'm going to make you wait till the end. I'm not going to spoil that here. What do you think, I'm an idiot or something? You're probably just going to skip the video, aren't you? Yeah, I get it. That's fine. So let's talk about the gameplay now that we got the super simple setup process done. Well, you're looking at the gameplay capture here. Tell me how it looks. I'm not much of a pixel peeper, but I think it looks pretty sharp. In OBS, I'm using like a high quality video, medium file size preset. Most of this stuff is preset. I didn't really change or tweak any of the capture settings. This is just all directly out the device. Shooting for 1080p, 60 FPS when available, and I think it looks pretty good. I can't tell any difference between this and my PVR2 other than the fact that maybe this thing looks better. The resolution is sharp. The frames are consistent. The frame rate is really smooth and the audio sounds great. Obviously, I haven't been using this capture device for a long time. I don't know how much of an issue longevity is going to be on something that I just spent like almost 200 bucks on. I was pretty disappointed. Also, PS3 gameplay on the HD PVR2 was, and maybe you can see where I'm going with this. And if this thing bypasses HDCP protection, meaning you can record copyrighted material with this thing. Oh yeah, that sounds real bad. This video is gonna get demonetized now. Sweet. Look, dude, disclaimer here. I'm not just Chinese products that's made and produced by like a million different companies, and you can find it under a bunch of different.
Get to the tank.
zou die geen probleem moeten hebben met dit afspelen. Kan dat kloppen?
Ik krijg alleen maar knappere tinten meiden met donker haar en lichte ogen of voor je een beetje goed.
Maar je hoort me bijna niet. Dat komt omdat die in de controller zit. Volgens mij, de microfoon. Toch? Ja. Als ik zo doe, doet hij het ook. Nee, ik hoor me eigenlijk gewoon tandtoezacht. En als ik hem iets lager zet. En nu? Even kijken. Wah! Nee. Ik zou me eigen dus goed moeten horen. Maar vooral nu. Nee, ik weet het niet. Hallo. Ik hoor me eigenlijk nog steeds, dat is zo gek.